You've probably spent the last few weeks imagining what it would be like to just leave everything behind. It's a quiet thought that usually arrives when the world finally goes silent. You look around your life and wonder how you ended up in this room with these routines and these people. It doesn't mean you're lazy, and it doesn't mean you're ungrateful for what you've built. You're simply exhausted from constantly performing the version of yourself everyone expects to see. That urge to quit everything isn't always a sign of failure. Sometimes it's your mind asking you to pay attention. It often appears when the person you show the world no longer matches who you are inside. You've spent years building a life that now feels less like a foundation and more like a cage. Decisions that once felt right can suddenly look like mistakes through the lens of who you've become. The real danger is believing the only solution is to burn your whole life down. When we're overwhelmed, our minds tend to think in extremes because gradual change feels painfully slow. We convince ourselves that a new city or a new job will finally quiet the noise inside. But wherever you go, one thing always comes with you: yourself. Few feelings are heavier than becoming a stranger in your own life. So why does this emptiness hit so hard when everything looks fine on paper? Because many of us build our lives around what we believed we were supposed to want. You slipped into these roles because they felt safe, familiar, and expected. Now even the quiet moments in your life feel impossible to ignore. Part of you fears that if you stop, everyone will discover you've been pretending all along. But the truth is, almost everyone is trying to figure life out as they go. You don't have to erase your life to change its direction. More often than not, quiet adjustments create deeper change than dramatic exits. Start by noticing which parts of your life feel more like a costume than a choice. Ask yourself what you would keep if you weren't worried about other people's opinions. Often, the fear of starting over is really the fear of being seen as a failure. It's easy to believe that years of investment mean you have to keep going, but your past can inform your future without deciding it. You're allowed to change your mind about the person you want to become. Give yourself permission to remain a work in progress. Building a life that reflects your values takes time, not perfection. Reconnect with the parts of yourself that felt alive before the pressure took over. Set boundaries that protect your energy instead of protecting an image. You don't always have to walk away to find yourself. Sometimes starting over begins with quietly letting go of what no longer works. Your life isn't a script you have to follow until the final page. You have more influence over your path than you may realize. Choose one small change you can make today, and let it be enough. It takes real courage to admit your life no longer feels right. As you move through this transition, treat yourself with patience and compassion. You're not falling behind. You're growing into a new understanding of yourself. The life you long for begins with the choices you make from here. You already have the strength to change your direction. Real peace comes from becoming more fully yourself, one step at a time. Accept this simple truth: you're allowed to change. Real freedom isn't about escaping. It's about living as your authentic self. The version of you you've been searching for has been there all along. Every day offers another chance to begin again in small, meaningful ways. When your intuition keeps telling you something is wrong, it's worth listening. Everything you've lived through has taught you something valuable. Every experience has quietly shaped the person you are becoming. Purpose often reveals itself in the quiet moments we usually overlook. You deserve a life where joy isn't reserved for someday, but becomes part of your everyday. Look for a balance between what you have to do and what brings you alive. The guidance you've been searching for may already exist within you. Your worth doesn't depend on becoming someone else. You are enough as you are. Keep moving forward, one small, intentional step at a time. Thanks for watching. If you like this effort, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps support more thoughtful videos like this.